Hi, and welcome to our little chat about the Prove It Challenge. I just wanted to ask Stasia to share with all of us her experiences from the Prove It Challenge. The reason I wanted her to share her experiences is because she had two very different experiences with the Prove It Challenge, and I thought it'd be very helpful for all of us to hear her tips and tricks for making the Prove It Challenge successful, because it's something that it's new for people. It's probably a lot of changes. And we really want to help people be very successful with this when they're resetting their routine. And so we want to help people be successful with it. So I can give you all the tips, that I can try to offer, but I think it's much more valuable to hear from somebody who has gone through it and gone through it the first time with a certain mindset and then the second time with another mindset. And I just wanted everyone to hear, I guess, what the difference is on how you actually approach doing this Prove It Challenge. So Stasia, how many times have you done the Prove It Challenge?
I've done when it was called the 5-day reset previously. I've done that a few times. And then I think I did the healthy cleanse once before, and then I just recently completed it as part of the Prove It Challenge.
Okay. And so how enthusiastic were you about sticking to the 7-day cleanse? How enthusiastic were you about sticking to it the first time around?
I think I went into it with good intentions, but I mean, it's hard, and I don't think I was nearly prepared enough. And I don't even know if I completed.
So when you did it the first time, then what kind of results did you get the first time around?
Yeah, like I don't think I completed it, so I don't even recorded any results.
Okay.
It was just difficult.
Okay.
Challenging.
And so what was different about when you committed to the challenge this time? I mean, I could tell a big difference in just how you just went after it. So what do you feel was a big difference this time around?
I think that a lot of it had to do with my mindset. I was really determined. I'm sort of at that enough is enough point. I really want to take control of my health, lose some weight, and just start to feel better. And I think it was a lot of mindset that was changed this time.
Okay. That is actually quite interesting, because if we go into something kind of like, okay, we'll just see what happens, we'll just kind of do it. I guess it comes down to if we do something just kind of out of preference, just something that we're going to try. It doesn't always work as well, but when we're committed and now you came into this Prove It Challenge, I would say, with a noticeable determination. So when I know that when we're sick and tired of being sick and tired and we say enough is enough, which is what you were saying, then our reason for action is really, really strong. So when people have a strong why, then they can get through it. Now,
100%.
Yeah, I mean, you really had it, and it really inspired me as well. And I hope it inspires a lot of other people as well. So you did the challenge, and I feel like you crushed the 7-day cleanse, the first part of it. So what improvements did you notice this time around?
You know what? I felt so good at the end of the 7 days. My energy was way up. I was sleeping way better. And I was a lot less bloated, and I could see already some change, like physical changes.
Awesome.
Especially with the bloating.
Okay. And I love it that you're saying that, because that is something that a lot of people are saying. They're like, their skin is better, they're sleeping better, their mental clarity is better. And I'm hearing that from so many people that I don't feel it can be just a coincidence anymore, that there really is something to this, right? So the results that you received were absolutely not by just sitting on the couch and not putting effort in. You put the effort in, and you planned, and you made yourself a priority, and you were very intentional about it. Now, this totally isn't for everyone, but if someone is listening to this and they're ready for better health and just a really simple system, then I'll say, if you're willing to put the effort in and create new habits then I really encourage everyone to take a look at this Prove It Challenge, and especially doing it the way that Stasia did it. Now, when you did this the second time around, one of the things that you sent me was your plan. And I loved that. I don't know if you have a copy of it there to show. I should have asked you to have a copy there. I was so impressed by that. Can you explain kind of how did you plan it out? And how did you prep?
I prepped, you know, what really helpful was the 7-day cleanse official Facebook page. And I was browsing that for about a week before I started, before I actually wrote down my plan. So I was looking at all the recipes and getting tons and tons of ideas. And then when I sat down, I wrote out all my meals for the whole week, what I was going to have for breakfast, what snacks I was going to have prepared, lunch, dinner. And then I made myself a list of what I'm going to prep. So the day before I started my challenge, I cut up all my veggies, I cut up all my fruit, I made a soup, and I prepped some meals so that everything was ready for me. And it just made it a lot easier.
And that is key, I find, because for so many people, what I'm hearing everyone say is if you want to succeed in this, first your mindset has to be there, and then you have to prep and plan. I guess with everything in life, that's kind of true, right? That's how it is for everything in life. If you want to succeed at something, you have to have the mindset there and then prep and plan. So, so this is no different. And when you did that, what I loved hearing from you is that you weren't feeling deprived or you weren't grabbing those quick snacks that you knew weren't good for you.
No, and that I really found that going into it thinking I'm only going to eat fruits and vegetables, and I'm mainly vegetables. I don't even really like vegetables. But when I went through that Facebook page and I saw all the recipes, like there were some really delicious recipes on there, and I was excited to try these recipes. So it was really helpful.
Awesome. Well, now it's even easier because now when somebody does the Prove It Challenge, we actually have a 30-day menu plan that we can give them. But I still really suggest that people do it your way, especially for the first 7 days, because it's really wise to pick out the recipes that appeal to you. Right? And so pick out the things that you know you can prep and that appeal to you. And so you had it all laid out exactly what you had to get. You had all the groceries there and prepped. Plus you have a crazy schedule. You're busy. You're not just, at home, you're still working. So some people ask me, can I do this and I'm working? Then yes, you can if you're prepared, right?
Yep.
So,
yes. Preparation is key.
Do you have any other tips or anything else that you would like to share with people who might be looking at doing this?
I say just do it. You just do it. Make your list of recipes that look really good to you, and like have that already. And there's so many good options out there, and I think that you should try it.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Stasia. Do you want to share anything else, say about the results that you're having so far, like how you're feeling right now?
So my results from the 7-day cleanse, I lost 8 pounds.
Oh, wow.
And I'm continuing on with the Shaklee 180 plan. So not just the Prove It Challenge, but I'm actually having the shake for breakfast, shake for lunch, and then a healthy dinner. And so that's where I'm at right now. I'm continuing on that path.
Awesome. I am really excited for you, and especially because where your mindset is. And I really do hope that people hear your story and see the difference and are inspired by you as well. And the one thing I love about this is that it's all about eating clean and veggie loading and fueling your body with all this good stuff, but also properly filling the nutrient gaps and doing this in a way so your body's not starving, it's properly fed so that you're not just, starving yourself and trying to lose fat. You're doing it in a really good way that's healthy. And
I have to say though, on this, I never felt hungry the whole week. I was drinking my water, so that kept me full, but I was grazing all day long on my like raw veggies or if I had to have an apple or something, but I was constantly eating. So I never once felt hungry. So
Yes, no, isn't that great? So you're constantly grazing, but it was a type of foods, right? Because here you're
But
constantly
it was a
eating
type of food. Yeah.
and you lost 8 pounds. So,
Yeah.
and a lot of people say too, they find their shape is changing faster. So I always encourage people, watch your inches, because as you lose fat, you also will be gaining lean muscle with this. And lean muscle will weigh a little bit more. So really make sure you're watching your inches more so than the scale. So thank you so much,
I've
Stasia.
actually,
Oh, go ahead.
I noticed that because I'm on my 3rd week since I've done the cleanse, and my weight itself hasn't changed a whole lot since I lost that original 8 pounds. But I have what you just said. I've noticed that my body's shape is changing.
Yes. Yeah. And that's
Yeah.
awesome, because too many people focus just on the scale. And they're saying the
Yeah.
scale's not moving, it's not successful. And it's like, no, this is actually all about health first. So we're not about the scale. It is so much about the shape and the health and the muscle. So good for you. You're gonna be lean and healthy in no time.
That's the plan.
Thank you so much, Stasia. Have a great night.
You're welcome. Thank
Thanks.
you.